Crunchyroll Expo happened yesterday. Very successful stream. We had like 900 people in there. Thank you guys all for that. But of course, I know some of you guys didn't make it. So I want to tell you all the stuff that will be coming to Global GS and then my thoughts. I didn't want to give my thoughts yesterday on stream because I still didn't know exactly how I felt. But I went to sleep. I thought about it a lot. So I'm going to tell you how I feel about all the upcoming changes and content. So without further ado, let's talk about everything that's coming to the game. Yesterday, there was a lot of stuff that got announced that we already knew about. And then there was also a lot of stuff that got announced that we didn't know about. So first things first, of course they confirmed One Punch Man coming. One Punch Man's date even got confirmed for September 18th at midnight PST. This is going to be like how it was the last time it came, where you're guaranteed one of the gacha units, I'm assuming from a ticket, for free by the way. You don't have to buy it, you just get it probably on login. Also, all of the OPM units can be farmed up to luck 120, which is really good because there's a new mechanic coming in the game, which we'll talk about that in just a second. So it's going to work similar to how Yu Hakusho did. So you will be able to, of course, 120 your Saitama, Fubuki, Sonic, TT, all that type of stuff. Even I think Genos if you want to. So overall it's pretty good. I was kind of worried that they wouldn't do the 120 luck on global, but I'm glad they announced that they are doing that. Next is the surprise content that we didn't know. We have the Elemental Ruins Floor 9 got confirmed for 2020 to early 2021. We also got Dungeon of Trials Floor 28 got confirmed. The Cross the Blaze Saga for Arver or Orvale and Luan was pretty much confirmed. They showed off the Servants Hyper Special EX quest. Also, Grad's Awakening is coming as well to global in 2020 to early 2021. This is another luck 120, right? I don't think he goes up to 140. I think he stays 120, but he gets awoken like Ganon. He gets a true weapon, all that type of stuff. And the last but not least thing is they showed off these Ultra Relics. Now, Ultra Relics, I don't know everything about them, but just judging by the video they showed, Ultra Relics are a piece of equipment that you get by farming the new giant bosses, or not the new giant bosses, or let me say the renewed giant bosses. By farming the renewed giant bosses, you get these Ultra Relics that drop, and then you can farm these up indefinitely and fuse them into it. They said infinitely, so I'm assuming, you can just keep going and going and going and going if you wanted to. There may be a cap to it, but from what they said on stream, it's infinitely. So you can constantly be increasing their stats. I'm assuming even their skill level and possibly even their passive level, because I saw one on JP that had like a passive level of 99. That will be coming spring 2021. They did get more of a hard release date on that one, so that's still like a year away, but it is what it is. And last but not least, this is the most exciting feature that came out of the whole thing, and if you guys watched the live stream, I literally saw this and I freaked out, and it was the new luck bonus stuff. Now, the new luck bonus thing is coming out is something we have no idea how it's going to work at the moment, but they did show off some stuff that you can do. For one, it seems like there's a whole new like skill, or not really skill tree system, but a whole new like attribute buffing system, and then so much so we even got a second crest. My friend Brian actually took this screenshot here. I'm gonna try to make sense of this for you, okay? At the top left it says 324. You have HP, attack, defense, break power, I'm assuming this is skill CT, and the last one, the purple one, whatever you Google Translate it, I think that's crest. So I don't know exactly how this works at all. So that is, I think, everything that was shown off at Crunchyroll Expo. Now, how do I feel about everything? One Punch Man being confirmed and Cross the Blaze stuff, I kind of knew that stuff was happening. Elemental Floor 9 and Dungeon of Trials Floor 28 is really good to know that it's finally coming, even though, your boy, I like Elemental Ruins, but I don't really care too much about DOT at all. Ultra Relics being confirmed, I did talk about that in my expectations video, and I was pretty hyped to see them finally get more of a release date. The main thing is, though, is that with all this stuff, they did what they did last year, where they gave us that it's coming in 2020, possibly early 2021. Whenever GS doesn't give dates about stuff, it worries me a little bit because we could be waiting for another year. We waited an entire year to get the Elemental Ruins Floor 8, so hopefully it's not going to be an entire year to get the Elemental Ruins Floor 9. Hopefully it's the next time that the floors come back to global, we have the 9th floor. I'm assuming a lot of this stuff is going to be releasing around anniversary. For me, at least, that's prime time to release, Elemental Floor 9 and then plus DOT 28. So I'm assuming anniversary release date for both of them. It may be later, but who knows? It's just that without having a release date and me knowing how the GS dev team is, it kind of does have me worried a little bit. Also, the thing they didn't talk about was the banner system changing or anything like that. And I know why. I'm going to tell you guys why they didn't talk about that or talk about anything that happened recently with the GS community. The reason why is because the expo is supposed to promote the game and show it to more people and kind of, push the game to a bigger audience. This is like the only time, they publicly promote or live stream the game as a development team. So a lot of stuff that they show is just like, hey, we want to show you everything that's coming, this stuff that's getting added, how generous we are because we gave away 50 crystals at the end of it. So maybe if you're watching the stream, it's like, oh snap, this game seems pretty generous. It also seems pretty cool. I want to play it. They don't want to try to promote and reach a new player to an extent and then instantly say, hey guys, we've messed up. We're going to be adding this. We're going to be adding that. We know we had problems in the past, but we're going to fix them. They don't want to do that because it may turn off some players that are trying to get into the game because like, oh, this game has problems. I guess they would more so prefer if they join a Discord, they get into the game, they start, going on the Reddit or something, then they see the problems there. Or they get on YouTube and they see one of my videos or something, me talking about it. And they're just like, oh, okay, now I lose all interest in the game. I don't know. My guess is that the only banner change is probably just 10k AUX, no matter what, on every new banner. Because that's how it is in JP. Pretty much every new banner that comes out, there's a 10k out. Which, if that's the case, most people will be happy. That's what I'm assuming is going to be coming. But of course, we don't know when it is. And hopefully they announce something within the next few days. Now talking specifically about the new luck bonuses. But perfectly okay with this. If luck gems start getting added to events, login bonuses, and everything else a lot more, that they start acting like the new unit LB stone, not really the new unit LB stone, but you guys get the point. They're more frequent. If we can do that and it takes me like 2 maybe 3 months to fully max out a gacha unit, I am okay with it. I am perfectly fine with it being like that. Or if there's even a way for us to farm the luck gems like indefinitely, I'm okay with that too. Just make it to where free players and stuff can of course get it. Of course, this is tied to your luck stat. So this means that you can get dupes of the unit and feed it into the unit and increase your stats. So technically this is a dupe system. Like I said, even with whales, some of you guys struggle to get one copy in like 1500 crystals. Some people have to mercy it. So imagine doing it for other stuff. The thing that is really exciting though is that for units that do get max luck, right, that are luck like 120, which I'm assuming that's what you will need to fully, customize everything in the skill tree, because that is like, or luck 100, I guess is where it pops up luck max in game. What is exciting about that is that the OPM units and the Yu Hakusho units are pretty much already going to have that in place. Whenever this feature comes out, you'll be able to probably get all this stuff for them, for free because you already grinded those units to 120. I'm perfectly okay with it as long as free-to-play players and like, actual players can get resources to obtain, these increased stats and the second crest from the new luck skill tree system. That's pretty much what I'm gonna call it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Tell me down below if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys liked the Crunchyroll Expo, if you guys were disappointed. I think a lot of people in my chat yesterday were pretty disappointed by it, because there wasn't anything that came out that addressed the community concerns or anything. But like I said, I'm hoping that within the next week or so, or it would have been nice that as of yesterday, as soon as Crunchyroll games ended, the GS livestream portion, that Eric would have went to Discord and been like, hey guys, we're gonna release a statement talking about everything else that's coming to the game, like, in a week. Because now we don't know what it is, and people are kind of, stressing out, like, are they even going to announce the changes, or did they forget about them, or what? One thing I'm hoping is within the next week or so, we get a Q&A, a dev letter or something, tells us about more about like the banner mechanics and everything changing. But as for the Crunchyroll Expo itself, I am kind of, whatever with it. The hypest thing for me was definitely the luck bonus stuff. Everything else I kind of already knew was coming at some point. But hey man, it's been your boy OP. That was Crunchyroll Expo. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And last but not least, man, don't forget to drink water.